playing like that, and with that total team effort was, I thought, outstanding. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. We left a lot out there, and we gave them one. But I really liked the way we showed up and played, and now we just got to figure out in a short week how to do this on the road again.
Bruce, you had the one ball that went off Mike, and it's 10-10, and you got 3rd and 3, and then Gronkowski has that big 36. What's it like to get a guy like that back and make?
Oh, it's huge, Rick. And he had all day on that play to find. He was like the 4th read, and Gronk just kept running, and that's a big target to miss running across the field. So he's easy to see, and it was great to have him back. Really great, run and pass.
First, the defense, it seemed like almost the opposite today, just consistently getting off the field, making plays on 3rd down.
Yeah, again, good pass rush, really good coverage. I thought front and back end played well together, and and we feed off the crowd, and we should, and make it hard on teams to come in here and try to execute. And it's totally different this year than it was last year.
You said last week that passion was something you wanted to see from more of your guys. Did you see that this week?
Oh, there's no doubt. Yeah, I mean, and we've never not had it at home, and hopefully we can take and feed off the Colts crowd next week.
Coach, on the first drive, 7 of the first 8 plays were on the perimeter. Did you see anything in film, or is that just a coincidence?
It's just the way it played out. I thought Byron had a great script to start this game, and we wanted to use a lot of no huddle. Again, Northern 65 sounds cool for us, but it's warm for them, and gas them out a little bit.
Coach, you never have a perfect game. Last week, you were saying it was the team, played dumb. Did you think they played smart?
I think we had a couple plays that weren't the best. 2 unfortunate penalties, gave up about 80 yards, and 1st and goal was on the 1, but we overcame the 1 and got another touchdown. But no, I didn't see that type of football played tonight.
Bruce, I don't know what you expected from Sean Murphy-Bunting, but for him to go the way he did, it seemed like even when they targeted him a lot, he handled himself really well.
Yeah, I thought Sean, he got a lot of confidence when he punched that fumble out at the end of the half, and played with a lot of confidence. I was really, really happy the way he played. If we can just get Carlton back, we'll be even better.
The catches for Gronk kind of spoke for themselves, but you really feel the difference, though, with him being out there?
Well, I don't think there's any doubt. Like I said, if we start be able to get Carlton back, AB back, and not get Vita back, and hopefully Allie's not hurt too bad, and continue to get healthy rather than get hurt. Health is going to be the whole key going the whole way down the rest of the way.
Speaking of which, do you have any sort of idea what I know it's an oblique injury for Allie, but any idea yet on the severity?
I have no clue. No clue.
Mike Evans set another record. He set the record. Have you even seen him step up his game specifically since you've been here?
Oh gosh, yeah. Well, Mike, he's always been a great player, but his commitment, he's probably in the best shape I've ever seen him, and just continues to grow and grow and grow and compete to be elite. And right now, I don't know if anybody's playing any better than him.
Coach, you punted right before halftime. If that was the last play of half, would you have given Pinion a shot at a 62-yarder with the wind?
No, not in this game. It was had we been up 10, maybe, but not a chance where they might get their hands on it, run it back.
Coach, your thoughts on the defensive secondary performance in this game?
I thought it was outstanding. I thought the coverage units disguised extremely well, and had Daniel confused some, and he's not an easy guy to confuse, and played our guy. Other than one tackle, I thought we really tackled well too.
What are the odds of
You'd only lost 2 in a row. You'd only lost 2 in a row, but it had been 29 days since your last win. How nice is it to get back in the win column?
Oh, Thanksgiving turkey's going to taste a hell of a lot better. I don't drink wine, or I would. That would taste pretty good too.
You get to enjoy it with your family this year. I understand you couldn't really.
Actually, they're all heading back home Wednesday, but it's been great. Yeah, Johnny.
300-pound defensive lineman getting a pass thrown to him so easily.
Oldest player, and he's finally got his first one. That ball's getting framed. He might even get gold on it or something. But no, that was a hell of a play by Stevie.
I noticed Mike didn't give his away this time.
No, he was teasing, and I think he thought twice about it. But things getting expensive to get back.
Last question.
Coach, last week, would you call it an attention getter or just a wake-up call?
I think both. It's both. I mean, it's hard to win on the road in this league, and if you don't play like this, and it's with the crowd noise this year and everything back to normal, it's never been easy on the road. Look, it's not just us. It's everybody.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Coach.
What's going on?
So how much better did that feel? You said you guys were going to bring the energy, and it seemed like you did that on defense tonight.
We definitely did it. Felt good. All was playing together and came out with the W, so that felt good.
It seems like, I think you guys surrendered one third down, much different than what you did last week. What felt different out there for you guys?
Just everybody coming together and playing football, knowing what we could do and what we could do. That was basically it. We didn't do nothing really special. We were just communicating a lot more out there, and that's what it came out with.
It seems like your hearts were really in it. I know Coach Arians was saying that passion was something that he really wanted to see out of you guys this week. You've always been a passionate guy. How can you replicate that passion on the road, going up against Indy?
I don't know. We'll see. You know, on the road is different. You know, obviously we've been playing terrible on the road, but you know, this week is a whole nother week, and you know, come Sunday we'll see.
What'd you think of Steve McClendon, oldest defensive player in the league, getting an interception?
Man, I'm proud of him. You know what I mean? He caught it, and he was telling us that they're gonna throw it back, and so enough, it'd be the guy that's saying to catch the ball, and he did a great job. You know, came up big with it, and we needed that turnover. So I'm proud of him. He's a vet.
After last week's loss, you had to wait till Monday to get back in the win column. Did it just simmer with you guys? Did it happen?
Well, it just happened, man. You know, like I said, we just playing together and playing as one, knowing what we could do. That was basically what we did.
Are you sleeping any better?
Yeah, I'm getting sleep. Yeah, I'm getting sleep.
How much of a boost was it just to have Sean back out there tonight?
Oh, man, you can see the difference, you know what I mean? Not saying nothing about our corners, but, you know, he's one of our starters, and you can tell why, you know. Especially that one call that he played on and tried to give him a PI on it, but he played a great job on that call, and, you know, he just energized the day.
Anything else?
All right, cool.
Thanks.
How we doing?
So much better seeing you with a smile on your face this week.
Yeah, we played better.
Tom,
Better for all of us when we play better. Better for our quality of life.
the situation, you know, the game's tied, right? Off of Mike, and they score, and you got 3rd and 3, and a lot of protection. Here's Gronk, right? There's your guy. How big was it to have him back? How big was it for him to make that play?
Big play. We needed it. And Gronk always comes down with the big plays. Caught another few big plays, too. Mike made a big one. Chris made a bunch of big ones. I missed Cam on the touchdown there at the end. So we left some out there. Wish we'd have had the other one before the half. But just keep pushing forward.
For Mike to set the franchise record with 72 career touchdowns, he's still such a young guy. Can you just speak to, you know, what it's been like for you to come here and to have him?
Yeah, he's amazing in every way. As a player, teammate, friend, leader, he's just awesome. So love being out there with him, love playing with him. He really sets the tone for that group. So he had a great night.
How much did you enjoy that 10-yard run? Looked pretty nifty on it.
11-yard run. They don't happen very often, so I do remember how far they go. So that was pretty good.
Not only do you get the first down, but you high step out of a tackle. When's
Yeah.
the last time you did that?
It's been forever. Probably never. That's not my. It's not what I do. But good to have it come up. So good. Hopefully I can do that again next week too. Make a couple of those.
How focused were you guys in practice this week? You never want to lose 2 in a row, right? But it just seemed like everybody was really committed again.
Yeah, just focused and discipline, you know. So I think penalties still got a little bit of the best of us. We've got to keep tightening up the turnovers, communication, everything that it takes to play winning football. So we got a lot of football left.
You know, Tom, Bruce talked about, you know, we got to get healthy instead of getting hurt now as we get to this point in the season. Just kind of making sure everyone takes care of themselves, and kind of, especially as you get towards the postseason, these games matter more and more now.
Yeah, I mean, every day that goes by is closer to the end of the season, and every game is more important because there's fewer of them, and you don't get them back. So we're at a decent point, but we could play a lot better than we played. And 7-3, through 10 games, there's a lot to learn from, and hoping our best football's ahead of us.
What did you see out of the leaders on the team this week? Because Coach Arians had said, look, I'm not seeing enough passion out of some guys. I need the leaders to show that. And obviously you're one of them, but you're also, looking around and seeing some of these other leaders too. What did you see out of those guys this week?
We all got to do it. Yeah, everyone's got to do it. I mean, I think everyone's got to do what they're asked to do and do it on a consistent basis. And, some guys are there play every snap. Some guys are different role players. Some guys play on special teams. But every job's important. That's the thing about football is there's not one position that's unimportant, and everyone's got to be coordinated. Everyone's got to do the right thing on every player, or the play's not successful. So the more we're all doing it, whether it's myself who's doing it for a long time, or some of the rookies like Joe or Jalen, or some of the other younger guys still like Tristan or Antoine. I mean, it's important for all of us. We're all out there, and no one cares what the football doesn't care what the age is. So, we're all out there trying to do the best we could do, and we're going to play as clean as possible. And hopefully that's next game.
Sorry. You spoke briefly about having Gronk back, but can you maybe go into a little bit more depth and how many ways he impacts y'all's offense?
Every way, just because he's so dynamic in the run game and the pass game, short throws, deep throws, red zone, third down. He's a dominant blocker, so he's just consistent, dependable. He's been my teammate for a long time, so it's a real privilege to play with such an incredible player in person.
Time for a couple more.
So, the offensive linemen, they have a lot of improvement. They have had a lot of improvements, but you barely get 100 yards. How to get more yards by running?
Yeah, we got to do a great job in the run game and the pass game. I think we left some out there in the pass game too, so the run game is important. It's just all 11 guys. It's not just the O-line. Everyone's got to be involved in the run game. And, it was a big, stout front. There's a lot of big guys that play the run really well. And, we'll be challenged again this week coming up. They got a really good front, too. So they went on the road and won a tough game in Buffalo. So it only gets harder from here.
Tom, the O-line, you had Market go down. You've had Stinney come in and protect well before. How much did that help to have no drop-off at all? Protection? I
mean, we'd much rather, always have our Allie out there, and Allie's a great player for us. So, everyone's got a lot of confidence in Stinney too. So, it's a valuable experience for all of us when different guys go in the game, and Keyshawn to get some runs, BP get some looks. So, got to keep doing a good job of it. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Give the ball away. Not this time.
This time.
What does it mean for you to capture the franchise record in touchdowns?
I mean, I'm very proud of that accomplishment. Hopefully I can, extend it really far. But I'm very proud. A-Train was an unbelievable player. Just happy to be in the same sentence as him, let alone breaking his record. So it's a blessing.
Mike, that's 6 games on Monday Night Football, 6 touchdowns, 1 in every game. Do you think there's anything about it that lets you step up and kind of handle the platform and the spectacle of Monday night the way you do?
I treat every game the same. I mean, I always have. Just whenever the opportunity comes, I just try to make the most of it.
You caught a lot of those touchdowns during seasons where you were a little frustrated as far as where the team was. How much better they feel now?
Oh, man, it's so much different. I was just talking to Brashard Perriman, who was here in 2019, and he hasn't witnessed a home game like this before. You know, sold out almost every game. Looks like a real NFL team. It feels so great to be a part of this team, and just, you know, feels good to be back in the win column as well.
Mike, Gronk made some big plays, you know, the 36-yarder over the middle and third down. I mean, what's it like just to have him back in the huddle, back in your group again?
Gronk's the best tight end ever. So when you got him out there, it's good for the offense.
How important was it to set the tone in that first drive?
Oh, it was huge. We've been focusing on that all week, extra meetings all week, a little bit of extra things in practice. We were real desperate to get a win today, and I'm happy we got it.
Mike, it took you 8 years to get your first NFL carry. What was that like for you?
Oh, man, I've been trying to get a rush, a carry from day one, and I like it better to the right, but we got it to the left, and it was still got a first down, good play, but, I'm happy I got that.
Why do you like it better to the right?
I'm right-handed, so I can run a little bit faster with the ball in my right hand.
Good reason.
Who's a better running back, you or Brady?
Me or Tom?
Yeah.
He has more rushing yards than me in his career. My average might be better, though, so I think I'll be better.
You said this offseason you worked on diet, you worked on like being able to get yak. Are you feeling it? Is this the best that you?
Yeah, this is the best I felt. Obviously, I don't know if y'all saw my back was got a little tight at the end, but other than that, I've been feeling really good. Feel real youthful. Feel the best I've ever felt. I think it's a large part due to my weight and in the way I train now.
Mike, are you lighter? You say your weight. Are you playing lighter?
Well, last year I was 220. This year I'm 225, so kept a little more strength. But I feel great.
Mike, what's it going to take a performance like this, passion like this, and take it on the road?
I mean, we just got to do what we've been doing. That's work hard each week, focus on the details, not beat ourselves, and I like our chances versus everybody.
You guys were desperate for a win, and you were talking about being just really locked in this week with meetings and stuff. What was different for you guys? Can you go into a little more detail on that? What changed for you guys this week?
I mean, no, just the mindset. I mean, we lost 2 in a row, and the team of this caliber, that's not acceptable. So we wanted to win very bad, and we came out and we showed that.
Anything else? Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Introduction and everything.
How long you been waiting for that one?
A long time. It's been a long time. I remember the last chance I had at picking one, and I dropped it. And that's been almost 7 years. So I had to make sure I capitalized today.
Second oldest player in NFL history to record your first interception. According to Elias, that's a big deal.
You just made me seem old, but nah, not at all. I tell everybody I'm like fine wine. I just get better with time.
I like that.
You guys got off the field tonight on third down. I think they may have had only one first down. What was the difference tonight? Was it passion? Was it scheme? What was the difference?
To be honest, man, as the older guys on the team, we came together and we were just like, man, enough is enough. Let's just play team football. Let's play the way we know how to play. And let's go out here and get a win. And the most important thing for us is just we want to get back to Bucs type of football. We don't want to beat Bucs.
JPP said you kind of saw that play coming?
Yeah, we kind of went over it a lot this week. And my defensive line coach, Casey Rogers, he kept saying they always like to do a throwback, so make sure you stay back home. And every time this week that I seen it, I stayed back home. And I was trying to tell the other guys, saying, hey, man, we got to stay back home because they like to do the throwback. And as soon as I seen the quarterback gaining grounds and turning his shoulder back to the other side, and it's like, hey, I'm here.
Last week, there were a lot of third and shorts you were dealing with. How important was it to stop people on first and second down tonight?
It's always very important. It's not just about last week or the week before or any other week. It's always very important. When you take the field, you got to take the field with the passion of, man, I'm stopping everyone. We stopping everyone, and I think that's what we did. My biggest thing, what I love, we had complementary football. Offense did their thing. Special teams did what they were supposed to do. Defense did what we were supposed to do. So we come out of here victorious with a team win.
What's the key to getting that passion out of everybody? Because Coach was saying all week long that was something that was missing. and that loss to Washington, and you being one of the older guys on the team, how do you bring that out to your teammates?
I mean, you just always prepare. For me personally, just stay ready so you never get ready. What you do is, I always said, an old guy grab a young guy, and if we grab a young guy and we could continue to uplift and encourage him to keep going and pushing through adversity, then it helps us get that sense of, hey man, we're like this big brother here, so we have to do his things, like the necessary things to help him out, and they end up helping us. It makes you feel good. I know for me personally, it just makes me feel good when I can help someone else. And the one thing we noticed this week, and it's been for the past couple of weeks, we starting to do things, the way that we desire to do them. Coach Bowles wants us to play fast, he wants us to play hard, but most importantly, he wants us to play smart. And I think that's what we did tonight. We came out here, played extremely fast, we came out here, played extremely hard, and the most important thing that we did, I think we played extremely smart.
Considering how you came into the league undrafted, the number of times you got cut in Pittsburgh, how do you describe reaching this point in your career at 35 where you're still a productive player?
I tell everybody, man, I was an undrafted tryout free agent. Man, it don't matter how you get here. It's just a matter about what you do when you get the opportunity. I never worried about the next day. I just stayed in the moment. And I prepare. I work my tail off. My wife can tell you, my family can tell you, my friends. Matter of fact, I own a gym. So all I did was just continue to work. That's all I know how to do is work. So I don't really get caught up in anything that can take my focus. I live by a code. The code I live by is called the Focus-Driven Life Code. And if I stay focused, I stay driven, understand I have one life, then I can accomplish anything I put my mind to. And that's exactly what I've been doing my whole entire career. I don't care how I came here. I know I'm here now, and I have done it for a long time.
You sound a little bit like a coach. Is that something you're thinking about doing?
I do coach. I coach in the offseason. I have like youth football teams, and like I said, I coach all the time, man. For me, it's just the passion of the game. It's passion of seeing people do good. Then once you get them over that borderline of being good, now you teach them how to be great.
You remember if you had a pick at Troy? Do you know?
Now, I had a fumble recovery for like 80 yards, and I fell like 5 yards. I was tired. My coach kept making me stay out there. He was like, stay out there. Then I remember one time I tapped my head. He turned his head away from me. The next play was like a sack fumble, and I picked it up and I ran for like 80 yards. And I remember I was so tired that the receiver just dove in front of my leg, and I just fell. I was like, I can't make it to the end zone.
Anything else? Thank you, Steve.
I appreciate it.
will finish tonight's availability?
Rob, what did it feel like to be back out there, first of all, play a full game, and then, you guys were in a tie game, and then you hit the big 36-yarder. Describe that play.
Yeah, no, it was just good to be back out there with the guys. Just been working hard for the last couple of weeks to, get back and get in the grind and get back out on the field and play some games. So felt really good, Felt good to make some plays, get some first downs to help out the team. Just overall, I think it went pretty solid. You can definitely improve, can definitely get a little bit better conditioned, not running as much as I would, if I was playing, the last couple of weeks. So that was a good game to, get under my belt and get better every week.
This offense seems to just move so much differently with you out there, whether it's in the run game or whether it's out there and you're catching passes over the middle. Just what does it mean to you to be somebody that this team can really count on? I mean, this was a week that you guys really needed to get back in the win column.
Yeah, it was. It was a big win. It was a great team win. Everyone contributed from the top to the bottom, from the offensive side to the defensive side, and that's what it's all about, is getting team wins, and that's how you play this game, is playing together as a team, and that's what we did, and that's why we came out with a victory and a W. But it just feels good to get in a groove, just to help out the team in any aspect, if it's in the run game or the pass game, and to make some plays. That's why I said this week, I just want to get out there, make some plays for the team, help out the guys, because they've been working all year, and it was just good to be back out there.
Bro, how did it feel, just kind of the first contact, the first time you took a hit, and just kind of feel normal afterwards?
Yeah, definitely. You kind of have those jitters. I haven't really hit anyone, in about 2 months now. So it just felt good. It felt normal. I mean, I've been playing for a while, so if I'm healthy, if I go out there, I kind of know what to expect. I've been hit, I don't know how many hundreds of times now, so it's kind of like, secondhand nature if I really don't get hit in a while. But after the first one, it was just football again, back at it.
What's more satisfying for you, catching the ball in a crowd for a first down, or going in motion and digging that Mike linebacker out of the hole so the running back to get the first down?
Depending on the situation, depending on how many catches I have that game already, depending on how many blocks I have that game, I really like to, split it up. I'm not a guy that, wants to run a route every single play. I'm also not a guy that, loves to block every single play, so that's why I think tight end's the perfect position for me. But depending on the situation, I mean, if you grind, I mean, it's pretty good to get. It's a good feeling if you grind and you get a good block for a first down for the running back or something. That's always a good situation.
You've been around Tom a long time, and with 2 losses in a row, not one to get 3. Did you notice anything even more from Tom this week at all, Gronk?
I've been saying this, since I've been around Tom, is that he prepares to the max every single week. So you really don't see a difference if it's a preseason game or if it's coming off a 2-loss, streak. So he prepares every week to the best of his ability. So there's no really difference when he loses 2 games how he's going to prepare. But the intensity, I would say, just overall as a team, I mean, it was up there.
Bruce said he felt like they rushed you back the last time when you ended up getting hurt again. Did it take any extra convincing this week to let him know that you were ready?
No, I was ready this week. We had a good game plan. I mean, obviously, it didn't go the way that we all hoped it would last time. But that's football. I mean, it happens. You learn a little bit from it. Unfortunately, the circumstances, just set me back a little bit. But that's fine. I'm back on track now, and I'm good to go.
Were you able to catch Tom's run there, the 11-yard run? And what were your thoughts if you did see it?
I was kind of open on that play, going up to see him. So I was like, I looked back and I was like, why aren't I getting the ball? And he's running with the ball. I'm like, Tom, man, you could have just chucked it up in the air. Maybe it would have been a touchdown. But I also saw him running, and I was like, man, that's pretty dope. Yeah, he got a first down. That's what we needed. So that was a good play by him. It's cool to see him run, 44 years old, he's running around getting first downs. That's pretty impressive.
I know it's football and it's your job, but it's also something that, at least from an outsider's perspective, it looks like you genuinely enjoy being out there with your teammates, with Tom. Just from that standpoint, what did it mean to get back out there today?
No, it did for sure. I mean, I had a couple weeks off, but it just felt good to be back out there for real. Just a joy to be back out there with the guys. I mean, I know what it's like to play every single game, and so I was coming off. I was kind of like the new guy, fresh, so felt like they were counting on me a little bit, to make some plays, which was good. Made a couple, but just to be back out there, with the boys, cracking some jokes on the sideline, making some plays, that's what it's all about.
Mike Evans called you the greatest tight end of all time. He's somebody that just had a major milestone this week,
Yep.
All-time leader in touchdowns for this franchise. What can you say about him?
Yeah, Mike's a beast. Just day in and day out, just from the practice field to the game field. I mean, he's just a consistent player, and that's what it's all about. And it's no surprise why he's the touchdown leader for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers organization. I mean, the guy is spectacular. He's durable, and just how athletic he is just, unbelievable just for his size. I mean, he's like a basketball player just going out there, just getting open. I mean, it's impressive.
Well, after this W, are you still thinking to call your lawyer for the worker compensation that you talked about?
Oh, yeah. I know. It's a problem because I heal all my injuries up, but, after I'm done, I can just take a baseball bat to myself and walk back in. But I'm sure I'll still be good to go. Yeah. See you guys.